Yo, what's up, nerds? Ninja Dad here, coming at you today again with another edition of the Skyrim Legendary Guide. So, I was thinking, if I was watching a guide, what would I want to see? Well, I'd want to see some helpful bits and pieces on how to make the game easier, and maybe some tips and tricks about different bits and pieces in the game. So, we're just going to wander on in to Riverwood here, and on the way, just along the road, just going to be picking up some bits and pieces for making some alchemy recipes. These are actually really handy in this game, and some of them are incredibly valuable. And in the last one, we went through Helgen, and we were grabbing bits and pieces on the way, and when we get into Riverwood, we'll be able to show you what to do with those. So here we've got the Guardian Stones, and you can take whichever one you like. My preference in the beginning is the Thief Stone, and the reason for that is because one of the main skills that I want to improve in Riverwood is the pickpocket skill. It also does benefit the archery skill and the speech skill, so that's why I do it more than the others. You can always come back to the Guardian Stones anytime you like and pick one of the other perks. There's no problem whatsoever. So we just run on into the Riverwood, and you'll get to see bits and pieces on where the different alchemy ingredients are here.
I'm glad you decided to come with me. We're almost to Riverwood.
Right, now that we've basically arrived at Riverwood, one of the first things you want to do is talk to Fayandel and take his little quest, because he's a really good early game companion, and he also can train you in archery, and we can use him while we're training for archery to also boost our pickpocket skill. Still got a few more ingredients to collect yet.
That's right. Don't worry, Uncle Raylo. I won't let those soldiers sneak up on you.
Now, Raylo, what's going on? You two look pretty well done in. I can't remember when I last slept.
New to Riverwood? Of course. Oh, what's this all about? What are you two doing here? A dragon. It would explain what I saw earlier. I don't know why, but I actually... Things just go from... The Jarl needs to know if the... We need to get word to Jarl Balgruf in Whiterun to send whatever troops
Well, the
he
news
can.
you heard about Ulfric
If you'll
was
do that
true.
for me, I'll
You
be in
there.
your debt.
The Dawn Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say? Ha! Isran's going to like you. Go talk to him at Fort Dawn Guard, southeast of Riften. You'll decide if you're Dawn Guard.
as you're collecting bits and pieces around the place, we're also going to collect some ingredients to make one of the staple diet foods in Skyrim, which is the vegetable soup. And here we have the leeks. That's the other one we need. Oh, done. Alright. Okay, so we're in, what is it, Hod and Gerda's house, and there's plenty of stuff here to grab. So let's get going. And here we get to make the vegetable soup. Doesn't look like it does a great deal, but that extra bonus to the health and your stamina does actually help more than you think. You'll see what we use the wooden plate for shortly.
I told you my sister would help us out. I hope to see you in Windhelm. Good luck. May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
Alright, and moving on.
Has to do something.
I said no. No,
Maybe you could talk
Yes,
some sense
we,
into my pig-headed brother.
Complete the quest
Another
for
fool,
Faendal
pet.
just by giving the letter to Camilla.
You can tell Sven that he already has a mother.
Riverwood trader is an ornament. Solid gold. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back.
And this is our shopkeeper. So once you've made a bunch of alchemy potions, Lucan, here's where you're gonna come and sell them all to. Well, some of them anyway, because the amount of ingredients we've collected will be able to cash in more than what he's got otherwise. And you're better off to sell your armour and stuff to the blacksmith at this stage of the game anyway.
Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Falls Barrow, northeast of town.
Still getting more alchemy ingredients.
Are you listening?
The Imperials.
We got rooms and food. Drink too. I cook.
It's pretty random what you can get from Orgnar here. So there are certain things that you really want. The juniper berries is actually something that you can grab. I don't think I did grab it, but just so you know, it's something that you want to get. And you can sell your bottles of wine here as well.
Tell me as soon as you've given I appreciate your help. Please,
Right,
take
so
this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill. Lead the way.
once
I've
you
got
get
your
him as a
back.
follower, make sure you grab his key to his house so you can go and raid his house as well.
What do you want me to carry? Let's get going then.
I'm glad to help any way I can.
As you can see, there's absolute loads of stuff to grab around the place in here. Now, Vandal's Bed also a good place to
I'm right behind
acquire the resting bonus,
you. What do you want me to carry?
so that it can help you improve your skills. And you come back here on time to time to do that if you need to. And as you can see, we're a bit overloaded with gear. Now's a good time to look towards heading towards the blacksmith to sell all the stuff you don't need to sell, or you don't need to carry. So that's probably where we're going to head next, yeah.
Let's get going then.
Thanks every day we get... Yes, actually. How about you smith me an iron dagger? Here's everything you need to make one.
He's got a little quest which you might as well do because it does boost your blacksmithing.
But it's a little dull. How about you sharpen it up? Just need a bit of metal and a grindstone over there.
It doesn't take very long.
This looks good. You want to keep helping? How about you make some armor? Let's start by panning some leather on the rack. You the sneaky type. Ah, good. Let's see if you can make a hide helmet. Here's the rest of what you need. Let's improve the fit. Take this leather to the workbench over there. Hey, you have talent. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Take a look.
As you notice, I like to sell the items one at a time. There's a bit of controversy and disagreement amongst different people over this, but I find that if you sell the items one at a time, it does help your speech go up faster.
All right then.
As you can see, I'm making some leather scout armor. A set of that I find is really good for Fandel early on, and makes him a lot more survivable, or at least take damage for a lot longer anyway. And you can also make some, I like to have light armor boots on most of the time, heavy armor for most other things, but light armor in the boots, and that improves your sneak ability, makes you less clunky and noisy. And also, if you got one set of light armor on and all the rest heavy armor, then the majority of your damage that you take goes towards your heavy armor improvement, and you still get a little bit of light armor improvement. So yeah, Fandel's got a preference towards the light armor stuff, but ironically he also, I think it's Orcish armor that he likes, which is a heavy armor.
What? Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
So yeah, sell the bits and bobs that you don't want to use and don't need. It's all extra weight that you don't need to be carrying. I'll hang on to the elven boots because I have a use for those later. And they're only 1 unit of weight, so there's no problem there.
You need a...
I'm glad to help any way I can.
Still here. You go on ahead.
A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hand.
There's some more slaughterfish eggs there, and what we actually need to do now is go and get Vandal and get him to do the archery bonus for us and do the pickpocketing at the same time. Some people just, they don't do the pickpocket there. You can, I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, but I mean, you might as well make advantage of it as well, because that sends your levels up a bit quicker. And if you do the archery and the pickpocket, you can actually jump and get the archery up faster as well. And when you don't do it, there's something else you can do here as well, and I'll show you that shortly.
We heading out? Let's get going.
Yeah, so when you're doing the pickpocketing, it does help if there's no one else around who can actually see it, and that way you won't get any trouble from it.
What do you want me to carry? You lead, I'll follow. I've got your back. I'll show you what I know.
So you just do one perk in the archery and
Still here.
take your money back. I like to do the quick save. You'll get used to quick saving a lot. Quick save before doing it, because quite often, especially early on, you'll get a fail.
Divine smile. I'll show you what I know.
And then you can just reload.
Good day. Riverwood's agreeable. I'll show you what I know. All right then.
So if you remember to do it, like I didn't, taking the rested bonus with the thief perk, you get what is it? You get like a 5% bonus to the rested, but a 20% bonus to your thief skills, which means you're getting like something like a 25% bonus to
Glad to help any way I can.
pickpocket, which makes it go up quite fast, as you'll see when you can actually
Still here.
successfully
I'll
pickpocket.
head back home if you need me.
Initially it can be a little tricky sometimes,
Filthy pickpocket.
as you can see, and that's why you save before each time doing it.
Think you can
Just
steal?
reload if you get a fail.
Maybe you've already met. I'll show you what I know. Good day. Filthy pickpocket.
Just like that.
If only. I'll show you what I know.
And as you can see, the pickpocket's actually going up even without the rested bonus. The pickpocket is still going up faster than the archery. Once you've got your pickpocket up over 50, it's really 50 that we want to get it to, because that way there's a perk in the skill tree which gives you an extra 100 carry weight, which is really what we want. But the other thing is, once you get it over 50, there's a few villages around the place that you just check out and see what they've got, and if they've got something with an enchanting skill on it, steal it, because that way you can break it down. It's not like you can sell it or anything, but you can break it down for the skill, and early on that's quite helpful. Yeah, in between your
I'm right behind you.
using
You go
the
ahead.
pickpocket and an
We're a small
archery
village, but we work hard.
climb on the ladder, once you run out of skill points to be able to do that with, the other part you want to do is get your block and restoration up. The restoration, we want to get it up to 40, but if you can get within 5 skill points of 40, then you can always see Colette at the college if you want to get those. There's a very, very quick quest that we're going to do probably in the next video, I think. Yep. And you get like 5 or 6 mid-level restoration skills, which is, you know, and it's just the reward for doing a very quick quest. So here, if you just look at right there between the trees, or the tree stump and the rock that we just went straight past there, that's the part that your little training buddy, in this case, the crab, it can't fit through. So that's a safe space. We're standing in right next to the safe space. So here you can see how fast your damage is taken from a crab. We can move back there and it can't follow us. It goes around the long way. Gives you time to muck about healing yourself. And you can go back and forth there like that to create a little bit more of a time loop for the crab to muck around. And when you're ready, you can face them again. It's as simple as that. Once again, you do want to quick save regularly doing this, because even the crab here can kill you quite easily. This is legendary. A crab will kill you quickly. And once you get up enough to go up to your next level, when you level up, you definitely want to put 1 skill point into your restoration here, so that you get faster level up for your restoration bonus. Standing on the rock, it's not entirely safe. Ask me how I know, but in most cases the crab won't come and get you there, just as long as you don't leave the game, because it'll just sneak right around and come up on the rock and get you. Some of this shortly, I think. And a vegetable soup will help you. Right, What's the difference in your length that you have your restoration magic for after you take this little bonus here? It's quite a significant improvement. So once again, this adds to your survivability in the game. One, you're getting an upgrade to your block, and two, you're getting an upgrade to your healing capabilities. Which a little later on in the video you'll see why. Cool, so yep, we'll get the rested bonus.
Still here. I'll show you what I know. I'll head back home if you need me. Keep your hands to
So
yourself.
there comes a point where the pickpocket skill becomes strong enough that
Never should have come here.
it becomes a lot more common that you don't
Got your
have
back.
to
I'll head
keep
back home if you
reloading.
need me. Oh no you don't.
But this is why we quick save.
You're not getting anything from me. Divine smile on you, friend. I'll show you what I know. Never should have come here. There's beauty here. I'll show you what I know. Farewell. Maybe you... I'll show you what I know.
Now there are other things that you can pickpocket in the area
If only
that are
Camilla
really
shared my
handy.
affections.
The innkeeper, the woman in there, who's later on you'll find out she's quite significant in the quest line. She has usually got something like an orcish bow that you can steal, and it's much easier to steal once you've got the night thief perk, because when she's sleeping you can just go in there and steal her
Or even knew about
potions that she has. She usually has potions, and she has usually has
you
the
a hunter
orcish bow,
I'll show you
which,
what I know.
as you'll see a bit later on, is really handy for you.
I work at the lumber. I'll show you what I know. Don't even think of... I miss... I'll show you what I know.
So once you get the level up a bit quicker, and you've taken an extra perk point, it is a lot faster.
I don't like them. I'll show you what I know. Yes? I'll show you what I know. Good day. What do you think you're doing? I'll show you what I know. Lead the way. I've got your back. You go on ahead.
Right, so
This is an ode to
this is how we
Skyrim's
get
staunch
into the
rebels.
special little room down here in the inn. It's the old wooden plate facing to the wall thing. It takes a little bit of practice, but it's worth it, especially in this early game time. You can get down in this room here. There's a bookish great sword. I usually give it to Fandel, and he gets good use out of that. There's a ton of alchemy ingredients, but most importantly down here too, there's your first shot really at getting your enchanting table going. So enchanting is, well, it makes things a lot easier for you, and the sooner you can get that up to 100 the better. So an early start in the game, as you can probably see here when I get to it, there's a few things that I've already collected from the villagers. Here we go. So as you can see, I've picked up a ring of restoration and a ring of the knight. So that's your heavy skill as well. So you just want to cash in what you can here that you're not going to use immediately. Here's all your alchemy bits and pieces around the place. Right here, there's an absolute ton of stuff in here. And it can make some quite high level potions. Alright, now we've come over to Anissa's cabin here to show you a little bit of
It's so nice to have a visitor.
other bits and pieces. That there's things to take in this in this house. There's the little alchemy book there. Downstairs there's, well, you find out that she's a witch. She's not just some old lady. Yep, she's got an enchanting table over here and an alchemy table. So there's more alchemy ingredients here. Now, in the initial playthrough, I may have forgotten to record the alchemy bit. So what I've done is I've actually gone back, saved it, gone back from a previous save and redone another one, so you can see some of the ingredients that I use early game to get your alchemy up, and some quite handy potions. So my suggestion to you would be to get a little notebook. I'm Gen X, so yeah, I use a notebook, write down the ingredients, and that just makes it easier for you to, you don't have to remember 1,000 things. And yeah, these ones are actually valuable, and you'll see that there was value in collecting all the little bits and pieces around the place from Helgen right the way through. It's about now that you might want to have your notebook ready so you can get an idea of some of these recipes. Very cheap ingredients, nice valuable potion. Another very cheap set of ingredients for a nice valuable potion. As you can see, at this stage the alchemy is still only around in the low 20s, and you're still getting very valuable potions drop. Here's the reason why you click the bone meal. These are very cheap ingredients and they make very valuable potions. The most expensive ingredient from that's the troll fat. If you have some blue butterfly wings, you'll see a bit that you can actually use them with the blue mountain flower and the giant's toe. So we're about to be going into a fight that will see you against a fire dealing witch that also summons a fire dealing summon creature. Prudence would dictate that you would probably go for some kind of fire resist potion. Not that I remember to this time through, but we're going to have a look at a couple of different battle strategies. We'll show you once again the futility of running forward like a fool with a big axe. On legendary, it just doesn't work. You've just got to do some different stuff. So one of the main reasons why you want to play on the highest difficulty you can is, yes, it can be a little frustrating reloading, but the whole idea here is get better. Don't ask for things to be easier, ask to get better. So look to see where you can develop new skills
You're not supposed to
and
be
new
in
skill
here.
sets. And one of these is in different styles of combat. So the first thing what we're going to do is we'll show you what happens. If you're playing on a lower level, then usually it is 2 hits. You hit them and they hit the floor. On legendary, they hit you and you hit the floor. And as you can see, she backs off, making it damn near impossible to hit her with a standard melee attack straight off the bat. Meaning you're dead, just like that. So you got to do something a little different. Ranged works better for mages in this particular case. And whatever distractions you can use is also an advantage. At this stage, Fandel makes a pretty good distraction. As a breathing, you can also use your conjuration, so use little summon familiar thing to be a bit of a distraction for you too. You'll also notice that I'm crouching and standing and crouching. That activates the Shadow Warrior perk from the sneak tree, and it gets them to look for another target. The primary target in this battle is definitely Nurse, because if you take her out, then the flame action up goes too. It's just a matter of getting to you. It's a little different sometimes. As you'll notice, that was the Shadow Warrior perk once again. So instead of her targeting me and coming over and killing me, she searches around for another target. I still maintain that the Shadow Warrior perk it's the top of the sneak skill tree. It's probably one of the most valuable skills you will have. So we'll go and make a few more bits and pieces. basically at this point you normally would just cash in as much as you possibly can into your alchemy and get ready to sell as much as you possibly can into the different shops. Right, well that's about it for this video. As it turns out, I'm going to have to make a little bonus video of a little bit of extra stuff that happened in Riverwood that I wasn't able to fit into this one. So I'll get that out in the next day or so. Yeah, thanks very much for watching, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.